You ever have sex in space? And I took a deep dive.
Maybe
in
with
that.
someone else?
Yeah,
Okay.
something else. I read about that.
No, I said someone else.
That's what I heard you say. Someone else.
Make sure.
But I took a deep dive in this today.
Okay.
It's very apparently
Is that a video? Is that a porn?
It's AI. I went to AI.
Oh, so you watched AI sex in space?
No. I went to AI and Googled it and they say it's unconfirmed if any of our astronauts have had sex because there's difficulty having sex with the gravity issue when you're floating around. Could make it hard to have sex.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Kyle, has he been preparing this material for a while now? I feel like I'm waiting on the joke and the punchline.
No. There's no punchline. No punchline.
So today, your area of interest is are
toilets?
astronauts having sex in space?
I did, and the toilet cost of $23 million.
What is the male to female ratio of this spaceship?
In this one, there's one female and 3 dudes on there.
Okay, that is one of your videos.
Yeah. That could be a potential. I could be a producer.
Exactly. You
I
you're on to something here.
So I was reading that. Then I had the news
your
conference.
path to glory as Jack Horner. You're going to do space porn.
Then they had Mel Brooks is famous with Spaceballs. Remember that one?
It wasn't porn.
With John Candy. I know, but it was
porn.
space. It was space. But I don't know.
Are you attracted to the astronauts?
No, I was just wondering about that.
Should we ask more questions or not? Should I stop there?
I want them to. I want to know why it costs $23 million for the toilet in space. That's what I want to know. That bothered me. And I have these arguments all the times. I've got a guy that I go to church with. I have to tell you this story.
Why are you arguing with people on Easter about space sex?
But this dude, I guess it's been 10. Remember when what I forgot the name of it was making the reentry and disintegrate, killing all those people. Remember that?
The Challenger?
The Challenger.
It wasn't.
No.
It was going up.
No, there's another one that was coming down. It was on a Sunday morning, I remember.
Okay.
They were during reentry and they burned up. It was terrible.
Oh.
Right, all parts of Texas where the pieces of the spaceship went. And I'm in church.
You talking about the one in 1986?
Now, I'm not talking about Christian McAuliffe going up.
Yeah.
This is one going down.
All right.
And we were in church that morning, and we were about to have our Sunday school, and guy walked up, and everybody was talking about it. It was this tragedy.
Yeah.
And he says, I think I know what happened. And he had this whiteboard. He starts doing this. And I was with my friend Tim, and Tim says, who does this guy think he is? A NASA space engineer or something?
Turns out he was.
Come to find out he was. He's a retired UT professor who went to NASA for his career. And name's Humboldt. I won't give Humboldt's last name, but a brilliant man.
Did you talk to him about sex?
You know what? Maybe.
You say, hey, Doc, I got a better question for you. Do you guys are people having sex up there, and do you have videos of it?
Maybe I should ask Humboldt. I didn't want to do it during our church. We have the peace be with you, shake. Peace, the Lord be with you.
Finish that up and then talk about sex.
I didn't want to talk to him on Easter Sunday. Hey, Humboldt.
Can you draw the diagram of sex in space?
Do the astronauts do it in space?
Yeah, they make it out. Do they have certain songs they like to listen to?
I didn't get you're thinking. See, you're thinking too. Okay, that's just.
I'm glad that occupied your time.
Well, I'm glad Joy Chestnut and cake eting occupied your time.
It didn't, but it was just late in the game, and I'm just I'm fascinated by it. I find it
late in the game. What game?
Well, just in the hour. I mean, it was the last few minutes, and I was, everything else was serious and depressing and all that stuff. So
yeah,
it came to mind.
How about that rescue of the soldier? Wasn't that something? Wow,
pretty cool.
Really cool.
Maybe we shouldn't be there in the first place.
Hiding in a crevice.
Yeah, that's amazing.
On the side of a mountain.
Yeah. It is happy
truly,
that no one got killed because we shouldn't be doing it in the first place.
None of our guys got killed. A lot of their guys
No, I know
got
that.
killed,
I'm aware.
A lot of the Persians got killed on this deal.
It's expensive and not quite sure what we're doing. But
I saw a wonderful, I hate to dominate early, but I've just got to get at this.
You got a lot of going on. A stream of consciousness.
Remember the
Kyle's writing it all down.
Kyle, remember the murder of that cyclist here in town, the murder of the woman who changed her identity and went to.
Hang on, this was the
Mo. They called her Mo. Mo
yeah,
was the name
she was
of the
killed by the yoga instructor who then went to Costa Rica and was teaching yoga.
Yeah, changed her looks.
Yeah,
took her sister.
That's got to be a movie.
There is a great documentary I saw yesterday. It is marvelous about this young cyclist. Her nickname was Mo. I don't have my computer in front of me, but it was really good. And this woman who killed her, and what an evil witch!
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah.
All because of a dude. This dude had lived with the bad woman and they're off and on relationship. And this guy had a brief relationship with a cyclist at some event, and she came to Austin to visit friends, and they went to Deep Eddy Pool on a Saturday afternoon. Then it shows them the video at Pool Burger, them having a burger at Pool Burger at the same time we were doing the radio show next door at the Cabaret.
Were you involved in the murder?
No, thank goodness. I wonder if they did come into the bar that day when we were doing the radio.
Yeah, because she showed up at the house and just shot her, right? And then escaped. I've always wondered, how in the heck did this lady get out of here?
Well, they were somewhat slow. I wouldn't say the cops were slow, but they had to piece together doorbell ring cam and cam video that showed this woman and her SUV going around and round and round the block.
It was in Hyde Park, wasn't it?
No.
Oh.
No.
That was in Hyde Park.
Let me get this.
Well, I've always thought it would be a movie because it's nuts. Because she then changed her looks.
Yeah. Used her sister.
In Costa Rica, which is a great place, teaching yoga when they finally catch up with her.
They did. Caitlin Armstrong sentenced to 90 years.
Yeah.
And Mo Wilson was the name of the bicyclist. Motivated by jealousy, Armstrong tracked.
Was she going to kill the guy too, but he just wasn't around?
See, that's the deal. She had the ability to follow this guy's phone. So
Why?
Pardon me?
Why?
Because Caitlin Armstrong and the guy lived together. Colin Strickland, they lived together.
Okay.
And she was mad because this Mo Wilson was in town and he'd had a previous relationship with her, and he was, he saw her at a coffee shop, the Meteor Coffee Shop.
Hanging out with her.
And then, where is that Meteor Coffee Shop? Do you know where?
I don't.
But the guy says, let's go swimming at Deep Eddy, and this Caitlin Armstrong had the ability to follow this guy. So she got in the car and followed him, and it appeared she was going to follow them to the Deep Eddy Pool.
Okay.
And she was almost there. And she changed her mind and just sort of drove around and waited till they left. And the guy on his motorcycle took this Mo Wilson back to her friend's house. I believe it was South Lamar. I'm not sure if it was South Lamar or East Austin, but it was.
It said East Austin.
East Austin, yeah. Took her there to her house, and just the sun was going down, and she just walked in, 3 shots.
Wow.
And it took them time to get the video of her vehicle. She was dead to rights in this. There was no doubt about this. But it's just so sad because this Mo Wilson cyclist seemed like a marvelous girl from Vermont, and had tried to become an Olympic skier, then went to this gravel racing bicycle. But this woman, Caitlin Armstrong, what a cold-hearted.
Yeah.
She escaped from jail. She was going to doctor's appointment.
Right.
And this deputy sheriff kind of had to chase her down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a piece of work.
Yeah. But she got 90 years and showed no remorse. But God, it was really, really good.
It was all because of jealousy.
Yeah. Mariah Wilson.
She had a crush on this guy.
Well, she liked the guy, but the Caitlin Armstrong loved the guy, lived with the guy. And this guy's not a good guy because he lived with her. And it was an off and on relationship with this Caitlin Armstrong.
Justify murder.
Oh no, nothing. But no.
Jeez.
No, but I'm telling you, he's not a good guy. He's not. He's
not in on it.
No, but he led her along the deal. He bought her the gun. He bought 2 9mm handguns. Gave her one for protection, and she used one. He gave her the gun. Yeah, it's very, very good. Let me get the name of the